Imagine waking up and your entire city is gone. Not destroyed, not flooded, just buried. No power, no roads, no way out. That's not a movie scene, that actually happened. Multiple times. Right here in America. Today, we're counting down 5 of the most catastrophic blizzards in U.S. history. Storms so brutal, they rewrote the rules of how we live, build, and survive winter. Stick around, because number 1 will genuinely shock you. Storm 5, the Knickerbocker Storm, January 1922. It's January 28, 1922. Washington, D.C. has just been buried under 28 inches of snow in a single storm. People are exhausted. The worst, they think, is over. So hundreds of them decide, hey, let's go to the movies. The Knickerbocker Theatre. The biggest, most modern cinema in the capital. It's packed. Then, during the intermission, silence. A crack. And then, the entire roof collapses. Wet, heavy snow had been quietly piling up all night. The ceiling gave way under thousands of pounds of pressure, raining concrete, bricks, and metal beams onto the audience below. 98 people died. 133 were injured. That theater never reopened. And this storm became a permanent warning that sometimes, the real danger isn't the blizzard itself, it's what comes after the last snowflake falls. Storm 4, the blizzard of 1978, February 5th to 7th, 1978. Here's something terrifying. This storm almost fooled everyone. Meteorologists predicted it. Snow was supposed to arrive in the early morning hours of February 5th. But when the skies stayed clear, people shrugged and went to work. Highways filled up. Life went on. Then, out of nowhere, hurricane-force winds and complete whiteout conditions hit the Northeast like a freight train. Drivers were trapped on gridlocked highways. Some abandoned their cars. Others were buried alive inside them. In Massachusetts and Rhode Island, snowdrifts locked families inside their homes for over a week. No heat, no water, no electricity. 10,000 people fled to emergency shelters. And on the coasts, entire homes on Long Island and Cape Cod were simply swallowed by flooding. 100 people lost their lives. The lesson: never trust a calm morning in February. Storm 3, the blizzard of 1996, January 6th to 10th, 1996. This one crept up the entire East Coast like a slow-moving nightmare. It started quietly, cold air sliding down from Canada, warm air rising from the Gulf. The classic recipe. But what followed broke records in every single city from Washington, D.C. to Boston. Between 17 and 30 inches of wind-driven snow buried the entire Eastern Seaboard. Then temperatures shot back up, and all that snow melted, fast. Rivers exploded. Streets flooded. The storm didn't just bury people, it drowned them too. 154 people died in the storm itself, mostly in car accidents on black ice. Another 33 died in the floods that followed. The storm wasn't technically classified as a blizzard. But tell that to the people who spent days digging themselves out. Storm 2, the storm of the century, March 12th to 15th, 1993. This is where things get almost unbelievable. March 1993. It's nearly spring. And then, a storm forms in the Gulf of Mexico, rockets through Cuba, tears up the entire East Coast, and reaches all the way to Canada without slowing down. 26 states hit. 300 people dead. $6 to $10 billion in damages. Florida got snow. Jacksonville recorded measurable snowfall for the first time in decades. Tennessee got buried under 60 inches. Hurricane-force waves swept 15 homes directly into the Atlantic Ocean. Here's what's wild though, forecasters actually saw it coming. For the first time ever, the National Weather Service issued a warning 2 full days in advance. Governors declared states of emergency before a single flake fell. And it still killed 300 people. That's how massive this thing was. Even a perfect warning system couldn't fully stop it. Storm 1, the Great White Hurricane, March 11th to 14th, 1888. And here it is. The one that started it all. March 1888. New York City. The weather the day before? Mild. Rainy. Perfectly normal. Then, overnight, temperatures collapsed. Winds hit 85 miles per hour. And by morning, snowdrifts 50 feet high had buried the city. Not 5 feet. 50. Telegraph lines snapped. Rail service vanished. Roads disappeared entirely. New York City, one of the most powerful cities on Earth, was completely paralyzed for days. 400 people died, including 200 in New York City alone. Ships sank. People were electrocuted by fallen wires buried in snow. Some froze to death just trying to walk home. But here's the twist that makes this storm legendary. It didn't just destroy, it rebuilt America. Because of the chaos this one storm caused, New York and Boston went underground, literally. Within the next decade, both cities broke ground on the first subway systems in the country, moving their transportation networks below the reach of any future storm. One blizzard changed two cities forever. Nature doesn't warn you. It doesn't negotiate. And as these 5 storms prove, no city, no matter how powerful, is untouchable. Which of these storms shocked you the most? Drop it in the comments below. If you're a fan of history's most jaw-dropping disasters, hit subscribe.